Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And we are doing our Christmas card swap. It is Erin Reed with Erin Reed Makes, and this is the first official video of my 2020 Christmas card swap. Now, if you are interested, there's a link down below. It is not too late to join. These are just the early birds that have sent in some of their cards, and there'll be a series of videos where we're talking about all the fun cards that have been sent in for the swap. So you can still join in. Link is down there. And also for anybody who has their own YouTube channel or their own blog or any other where they show off their cards, the links will be down in the information section so you can check out how they made the cards. All right, so let's jump in because there is so many amazing cards. I have the rest just off camera, so we'll be jumping in. This one is from Debbie Reilly. Here she is. And I love this because she made this really cool card that has this really fun kind of scallopy edge here. So it's got this neat kind of shape. Now, one of the key things about my cards, just to have everybody on the same page, all of our cards are an A2 size, which means that I'm just going to show you as a side glance, they all fit within this range, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And that means that we don't have to send the envelopes that go with the cards because you already have the correct size envelope at home. You just send the cards to me, I swap them around and send them back. All right, so this one, good evening, Vay. Hello, hello. So this one is from Debbie Reilly. I absolutely love it. She's done a craft cardstock base. You open it up, she has stamped. So my guess is because it's got a little bit of a perforated edge, this might have been something that was cut on a electronic cutter of some kind, Cricut, Silhouette, Brother, or something along those lines. So it was a file. I could be wrong, but that's my guess is what this is. She stamped on the inside, may this special season be wrapped in love and joy, and she has added her little sticker on the back. I do request that you do that because as I'm doing these videos and as I'm swapping the cards around, it makes sure that you don't get your card back to you. And she then has this tree cut, which matches with the tree line that is in the card itself. So she's folded that card in half. She's inked the edges of the entire card because it's a craft, kind of a light craft card, but she's done it in brown to really enhance it. And then we have this tree paper that is basically a holly paper, but it's in a white background with like holly, and so it's got red and green. And then she's added, and it's cut in that tree shape, she's added these beautiful enamel dots in the corners, a little star out of this beautiful, beautiful glittery paper, Joy to the World stamped here. And then she's got a series of, so here's the bottom of the tree, a little stem here for the tree, a couple of presents, and these have been popped up, and then they have this perfect little bow. So this might have been another thing that she's been cut out on her electronic cutter, whichever one she happens to use. And it is just super, super cute. She made all of her cards exactly the same, which is totally cool, but you can also do every single card different. And some of my people in my swap do that. So this next batch, this person, this one is Zeni Vargas. She made 10 cards total, but every single card is a little bit different. And I think it's kind of fun that we play with the concept of what an A2 size card is. So as long as it fits in the envelope, totally cool. So just like the last card, it didn't have the exact shape of a rectangle. So we're playing with the construct of what an A2 size card is. And so for her, she's playing with it because it's actually a square base, and then she's adding an extra rectangle on top to fit, to make it an A2 size card. So it still fits that 5 1/2 or 4, sorry, 5 1/2 going up and 4 1/4 on the side. So here we have a square based base card. So here you can see it, square based base card. And that base card is 1, 2, 3, 4 1/4. And then she's gone up that extra 1 1/2 inches with this square piece on top, which I think is really fun. I'm gonna have to copy this card because that's kind of smart. It's like playing with the concept of how to do an A2 size card. I just think those are so much fun. And then she's got a double mat. We have the green mat, and then she has a background paper, which is a Christmas paper. This one's striped with distressed. Great way to use up some of your background papers. We have a Christmas tree that have been stamped and heat embossed with gold. And just look at that gold. It's that shining gold. It is so pretty. Isn't that pretty? And that's been popped up. Then we have 2 squares, and these are stitched squares. One is green, same matching green, and then a white, and then that same gold embossing. You can see that. I mean, it's like super shiny on here. Gold embossing, some sequins, and on the inside it's left plain, and then she's put a little stamp on the back side. So that's one of her cards. She's got, 9 more here. So let's keep going. All right, so here's another one. which, you know, however, if you choose to be part of my swap, or if you choose to make Christmas cards, if you want to make every single one of your cards exactly the same, so to come up with new ideas, or if you get bored halfway through, like you're going to make 100 cards and you're like, I need something different, there's nothing that says that you have to do the exact same thing. So this is what it's a standard A2 size card on a white cardstock, her stamp on the outside. She's got a pattern paper here that looks almost like it's, I don't know, like a wood grain background. It does feel raised. So my guess is that this is, she's taken a white sheet of paper, and I'm just going to peek on the back side. Oh, I could be wrong, because on the back side it has the same thing. So maybe this is already a sheet of paper that looks like this. It's got a dark brown, another dark brown mat, a Merry Christmas that's been stamped on top of it, looks like wood grain, and then just a little snowman that's been stamped, colored, die cut, and then she's added a little bit of some stickles on it and then popped up. Super cute. All right. I love this one. Now I'm going to kind of call these in the same, because she used the same that. I'm saying the wrong words. She's used the same stamp and die set for both of these cards, which I think is fabulous, but she's kind of played around with the thing, with the concept. So this card and this card are very similar in terms of how they are created, but instead of doing a square, she's done a circle. So same idea, right? I love that. I love that. But she's just changed up the design of it. So just like with any standard A2 size card, you can play with the design and how it's like kind of layered up. Same thing here. So she's taken this set of 2 different stamps, is my guess. So it's the poinsettias with the leaves. Here she's done the same red color, but changed the colors of the leaves. We already know how this card, it's a square card, right? So square card, but this time she's added 2 circles, that red, which is that red background with a pretty background that looks like a whole bunch of like Christmas pattern, holly leaves and stuff. And then stamped Merry Christmas with a white circle, both stitched. And then add the holly leaves, added the poinsettias going all the way around, with each set of poinsettias having their own pair of leaves kind of going around and hugging the circle, which I think is pretty. In the center of all of these, she's added a little bit of some red stickles. You can see that glitteriness coming through. Really, really pretty. She's taken the same Merry Christmas stamp, but instead on this is a square card, rectangular card, and it's just a standard rectangular card, double matted with a dark brown, same dark brown color of stamp, Merry Christmas, same stamp. It's probably 2 separate stamps, that this one she's offset and this one she's just like one on top of the other. For this set of poinsettias, not only do we have the lighter set of leaves, but she's also added some like pine needles in the background to kind of add a little bit of something. And it's kind of floating in the center here. And instead of glitter, she's added sequin to the center. Really, really pretty. I love those. And she's got more. There's always more. I love this. It's like, wait, there's more. Oops, that's upside down. So this is a beautiful layered card, standard A2 size card. A2 size card, sorry. And then we have a red background paper. We have lots of fun pattern papers in the background. We have a very vibrant pattern paper. We have this paper here with some poinsettias. And then she's kind of offset it with some scallop in a dark color. We have a little bit of green, which might have been the whole entire background. A stamped Santa Claus. And then here we have a Merry Christmas, but the M has been die cut, or it's a sticker. I can't quite tell. I think it might have been die cut because it feels like paper. And then M, Mary, right? And then Christmas is stamped on a little flag background. So it's just kind of playing with all these fun layers, which I think is really cool. Hello, everybody who's gotten on. Welcome, welcome. All right, here's another one, also from Zeni Vargas. I love it. And standard paper, beautiful, beautiful stamped image. So this is one of those stamps that is like a layer. You layer, layer, layer. So she's got a lighter green that she stamped. That's part of the wreath. A darker green is the leaves, and then the red are the poinsettias. So it's one of those like build a wreath kind of stamps. Not sure if that's what that is, but it looks like that. Merry Christmas in the center here. She's added some of the berries to her holly with a little bit of some stickles in red. And then she's backed that onto a red, another red. And then this is what's cool. This is not just a standard. Oh, hi, Vay. Hi, Karen. This is not just Vay. I know you were on, but hello, Karen. Thank you saying hi to Vay. That's very, Vay, thank you saying hi to Karen. That's awesome. So let me get back to this because this is pretty cool. This is not just your standard bow. This is actually like there's a hole inside the paper here. And then she's kind of pulled it through, and the paper is part of the bow. So she's pulled the ribbon through the bow, and that's what's made the bow shape, which I think is really cool. So there's like a hole punch here and a hole punch here, and that's how she's turned that into a bow. I need to learn that because that's pretty awesome. That's really cool. All right, I love the, and I have to say, there's really not a single Christmas card or holiday card that I do not love, but after a while, especially of me making them, I get kind of tired of seeing the same old Christmas colors over and over and over again. Not to say that I don't love the Christmas colors, but if I've made 100+ cards, I'm like, I need a different color. I'm tired of red and green. So I think it's kind of fun that you can make your Christmas card out of just about any color you want to. And so this is one where she's done an embossed in silver with these snowflakes. And then she's gone through and added in some pink. And so she's gone through and inked and distressed and blended in the ink. And so you can get that. She's added stickles on top of the snowflakes and some of the centers. We have a heat embossed silver Christmas greeting, same silver as the snowflakes, couple of dies. This is on black with fishtails, a black mat, and it's just on a white card. So I think it's really pretty when you just kind of play around with the different cards. Isn't that bow the coolest? How many cards do we need to make a swap? You only need 10. So you can send me 10 and you get 10 back. And all the information is in there's a link on my Facebook channel that has all the information you need. You can send up to 50. It's in batches of 10. So you can send me 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. They can be all the same. They can be all different. It's really, really up to you. All right. So we got 3 more cards from Zeni. Love it. All right. So this is one where she's played around with this kind of, it's this wavy line, and it reminds me of lines that you would see. I can't remember the name. It's completely poof, but there's different die cuttings where you have wavy lines. It almost reminds you of like if you were going to do hills. There's also ones where it's a stencil that you draw the line and you cut it out. I think it's Kiwi Lane is the one that has those. So she's playing around with these different angles, so these different wavy lines. And so she's got pattern paper, solid paper, a couple of different colors of, these are probably die cut out or either manual or electronic, not sure, but these snowflakes, some little sparkles. And then this is actually a rub-on of Merry Christmas. So don't forget that you guys might have rub-ons. So keep that in mind. Is there a deadline? Yes, there is a deadline to send me the cards. They must be in the mail by November 6th if you are domestic, and I am USA. I live in Texas. So if you live overseas, you need to get them in the mail pretty quickly. So you are not out of the realm of still being able to join me. So there you go. You can still join. Thank you so much for all the questions, Crops of Fun. I love it. Thank you. All right. Whoops. There goes the cards. It's okay. I'll pick them up in a minute. Here is another one. Again, we got 2 more from Zeni Vargas. I love that name. It's such a pretty name. And this is worldwide. So just keep in mind, if you are sending cards from somewhere that's a little bit further away, that you keep in mind for shipping time. So if you're getting kind of close to the shipping time, if you're from Canada, I've had people from Australia. I have one from Australia, Puerto Rico, Netherlands, England. I've had, just watch your shipping times right now to get to me, because I don't want to wait. If everybody else's cards are taking 2 to 3 days to get to me, so they're going to get to me by like the 10th of November, and yours don't come until the 20th, then that's delaying me being able to do the swaps and get the videos and everything to get them back to you so you can enjoy them before the Christmas season is over. So that's kind of where I have it. The deadlines. There we go. Ha ha. Okay, so who else is on? We got Charmaine. Hello, lots of people. Yay. All right, so here we have another beautiful card. I love these cards that they look so simple, but they're really not. There's a lot of extra little details, and they just are so striking because, and there's so many different techniques that can give that concept. So this is another one, white cardstock base, black background. Here we have a white base, and she's added a stencil and then done some inking. And so she's inked in and blended really dark and then gone lighter and lighter and lighter. So she's faded it out to the point where it's almost gone. Added a little bit of stickles for some glitteriness. I don't know if you guys can see that. See that glitteriness right there? Look at that beautiful glittery. Hi, Karen. Look at that beautiful glittery. And then we have some gems here, and then a beautiful Christmas greeting stamp. So gorgeous. I love these. You guys, like, I seriously, you rock my world every year. This is about the 4th year I've done this Christmas card swap. And even if you just replaced the Merry Christmas on that previous card and put in Happy Birthday, it's great inspiration. I mean, you guys come up with some amazing, amazing ideas. I love this one because it's got some fun elements that are not what I would call traditional card making, like the little pom-poms on there. Isn't that the cutest? I just love these little pom-poms. My daughter saw the pom-poms and she went bananas. She's like, Mom, I can do that card. We have that pom-pom trim. And I was like, yes. And so she loves crafts. And I love that there's bright colors in here too. Sorry, I just get so excited when I see these cards. Last one from Zeni. I believe, Zeni, you are from Puerto Rico. So I love it. I love when I get people that are sending cards from far away to me. Yay. It's so much fun. It just means that we're a little closer, even though we're all further apart. If that makes a little bit more sense. And so you might get a card that's from somebody who lives in Australia with you part of the card swap, which is just amazing. So what she has done is she's got a background paper here with lots of fun stripes. If you guys ever had those background papers where it's like strip, 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 and you're like, what am I going to do with it? You can totally use it as a background paper. Solid color paper. She has this piece right here that looks like a stocking. She had some little pom-pom trims up to the stocking. This looks like it's been die cut because it has this little piece up here. It looks like it's got a little bit of a trim here in white, and then she's popped up Merry Christmas that's been stitched edge and a fishtail across the middle. So pretty. Love to send mine, but our COVID numbers are so high, I don't go out much. So there's a way around that. If you ever have seen a click and ship, this is through USPS, you can actually print out your label to put on your package, and you can select to have somebody pick up. And as long as you do it the night before, so like I can select my click and ship to be picked up tomorrow, which is pretty cool. So that'd be Monday, because I'm doing this video on a Sunday. So you don't have to leave your house. You don't have to go anywhere. Your delivery person will come. It's completely contactless. You just make sure you set out your package enough in time. And then it'll get sent to me, and then it'll get delivered straight to your mailbox or however you normally get mail. So if you're concerned about not being able to go to your post office to deliver the package, you can do click and ship. And that is, as long as you can print, you are good to go, because you just stick that mailing label that's got the barcode on the front of your package and you are good, good, good. So yay. All right. So this next person, oh my God, these are so pretty. So these are from Made by Marsha Mom. That's it, Marsha Mom. And I believe Marsha Mom also has a YouTube channel. So that link, as soon as I'm done, I will put her link to her YouTube channel. And this is all, it says Stampin' Up in here. So these are all Stampin' Up stuff. But look how pretty these are. I love how you can take a singular die and a similar design, but look at the difference in the cards. So there are so many differences that you can do with colors, background papers, but the same die, and then even changing out the stamps, but it's the same concepts. You don't have to use the same old, same old, same old. She's changed it up. So here we have a craft cardstock base, this beautiful mint cardstock base, and then another craft. And this one is in teal. Then we have mint with red, and then we have the green. So it's the craft with the green. And then she's done a base of solid color, a solid color matte. This one's very contrasting. So this one's mint and then green, and then a solid a patterned paper. This one's poinsettias, but in that minty color, so it matches, but with pink. This one is little snowflakes, but in that minty color with some hints of red. And then this is that green with, again, holly leaves, not again, but holly leaves. So all Christmassy, it's all related. And then she's matched in. So that red colored cardstock is the same as the red. That's the beautiful thing about companies like Stampin' Up or Close to My Heart, that you can have a pattern paper that matches the cardstock, that also matches the stamp color. It all goes together. So as you open up the card, this one's blank on the inside. I think this one is the same way, but I'm just going to check. Oh, she's got a tiny little snowflake. I don't know where that little snowflake came from. Sometimes we have little renegade pieces that come through. Now, she may have changed up her stamp here. So here we have a stamp. This one's in a scallop circle with a surrounded yourself in love of the season. And that is heat embossed in silver. And then on top of the scallop circle, this one is just stamped Happy Holidays on a rectangular scalloped and stitched. And this is a nesting one. So she's got a yellow and then a white. And this one has got a, don't know, filigreed label, a fancy rectangle or fancy square. But it's stitched. It's got these beautiful scallops kind of, but it's like eccentric, like it's cool looking. And then she stamped, "May your days be merry and bright," and this beautiful couple of gems. These are a little bit different. So these are not just your standard gems. These are kind of gold, which I think is really pretty. And these ones are a little bit of silver. And then here she has her red. And then she's got that beautiful poinsettia die that's right here that's layered up. So there's actually 3 layers. So 1, 2, 3 layered up on itself, and they're just nice and flat. She's added, if you guys can see, there's that beautiful sheen to it. So that's like a wink of Stella or something. Maybe it's the paper that already has, I'm guessing that she's added something to it, like a wink of Stella to it, to give it that beautiful kind of shimmerness. And then she's got a center. Here she's added another die cut center or just a simple piece. And then she's changed up the leaves. So these leaves match with the background colors, and they've got a little bit of embossing in them, which I think is so pretty. And actually, this one has got 1, 2, 3, and she's got a 4th one on here. So she actually has a 4th with this yellow piece here, but on these 2 cards, she's added a 4th with the smallest of the poinsettia dies. And then again, the leaves, the mint colored, and here she's got more of that green color. So you can totally change it up. Your new decor making, so your supply is minimal. You know what? It's handmade cards. I don't care how detailed or simple they are. They're made with love. And to me, that's the most important part. If they are made with love, that's what matters. So this is, I'm switching gears to kind of show you, you can just have layers of paper with, and this is not even a stamp. This is from a die cut piece of paper, or this is from pattern paper that she's cut out and fishtailed, and it says Merry Christmas. These are all, she just layered the papers. And actually this is 1 sheet of paper from here to here. This is actually from Teresa Abel. Added some twine right here, some little sticker, these are little gems, and then just popped it up. So she hasn't stamped anything. She doesn't have any fancy tools. She's got some gems. She's got paper. She had a trimmer. She had some scissors. She had some pop dots and some twine. That's as hard as that got there. And that's it. It's on an A2 size card. You do not have to go super fancy to make an amazing card. I know there's tons of like amazing, like fancy equipment out there, and I show cool stamps and there's all these cool techniques. To me, as long as you've made it and you have made it, that is 100% what makes it personal and amazing and from the heart. And that's what a Christmas card should be, or a holiday card, Kwanzaa card, you know, Hanukkah card, whatever it might be. That's what matters. So I'm going to come back, but this is, so obviously I showed you this one. So it's awesome. Red background, a label, fishtail, super simple. And that is from Teresa. All right. So another one, this was another one from made by Marsha Mom. And so this is one where she's got a blue route. This is a very like wintry vibe. We can all, yes, this is why I'm doing these videos. We're all learning from each other. So if you're getting a little glimmer of inspiration of like, oh, I can try that technique. Awesome. That's why we're doing this. It's great. So she has a blue graph background paper, right, on her cards, A2 size again. We have a pattern paper of the snowflakes, and it's already kind of got that distressed vibe, but it's just the paper doing the job here. And she's die cut it out with like a stitched rectangular, so it's matted perfectly. Added some snowflakes in this glitter, added some fun little gems. We got 2 die cut pieces, both rectangulars, one in white, one in blue. Oh, that's where this little guy came from. It got caught. That's what the little snowflake came from. That was like a renegade from the other card. So I need to find the one that's missing and put it back on there. I hate that the cards don't go back to you guys the way they came to me, because sometimes things just get a little bit dislodged. And then on here, she's got it stamped, and this has been heat embossed to Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year in a little bit of silver. So you get that little bit of super sheen and beautifulness. And that little snowflake right there is really pretty. And then that blue part's been popped up. So that's another one. And then she's done, again, a similar type card, again, with that snowflake theme, but this time it's in that minty color. Oops, let's get these parts out of the way. Here we go. It gets distracting when I have too much stuff in the way. So we have that minty color, just mint base, snowflake paper in the background. And I believe that, so here she's got 2 different things going on. So she did a whole bunch of these in this minty color. I believe what she has done is it's a plain background. I'm pretty sure this is a paper, this snowflake paper, and then she's added more snowflakes on top. with this little happy holidays with the stitch border. And this has been die cut out that's stitched. But she's also done a couple where it's that same mint background, but it looks like she's taken a stamp, which is snowflakes, and stamped around the edges in a very similar color, but just a little bit of a darker tone. So it kind of fits in the color theme. And then she's placed a smaller, so this is probably a nesting rectangular set that's stitched. So a smaller one. It's also this kind of watercolor background theme. Then she has heat embossed these snowflakes, and these ones are in silver. So it's kind of the same vibe, but different techniques, if that makes sense. So similar, but different, which I love. I love that you're similar, but different. So we've got these silver snowflakes. So you can see the stamps. This stamp looks very similar to this stamp. So she's probably used the same stamp, and it might have a whole bunch of layers to the stamp. And then added the same die cut snowflakes, and they could have been die cut by hand or by electronic cutter. And these snowflakes have a little bit of a pearlescent theme to them. So it might have been the paper, or she might have added it to it. We have this stitched rectangle with the cut. And so this is another one that looks like it's from a die cut, like a nested set, because they look very similar, just a little bit size bigger. Pop that up. This one, she's added a ribbon in a very similar color, and then added more of the embossed snowflakes to the happy holidays on that popped up section. So again, it's just kind of changing up the concept of it, but it's still really, really cool. I love it. It's so cool. Hi, Kiki. We got Karen and Kiki. So many people on. Woohoo. All right, now she has another one. This is by, again, same person, made by Marsha Mom. I'll post her YouTube video link in a minute, because I believe she sent, I had my little sticky note, but I think it fell to the floor. But I'll be posting, everybody who has, again, a YouTube channel, a blog, Instagram, or anything that's left me a link that I can link back to them so you can see some more of their amazing creations. I will be putting it on as soon as I'm done with this live video. And if you are interested in joining my card swap, a link to the Facebook group is down in the information section. So here's another fun snowflake one that she has previously done. Wow, my English sucks right now. My grammar. We have a beautiful purple background, right? And then we have a pattern paper, and this is again a snowflake in this beautiful kind of distressed, different colors, blues and purples. So I love that she went with the purple, something different. This little guy might have come also from one of these cards, those little renegade snowflake, because the snowflakes are in here too. And this color matches really well. So maybe it was one of these ones where it was in the center and it just kind of popped off, like right there. And then she's got, so then what she did, I'm just going to put that off to the side for now. I'll figure it out after the video. She has stamped the snowflake, same snowflake, in white. It's a heat embossed white. So this is actually a matte white, and it's a white stamp that she's got. It's just a UD, or a embossing powder that's clear. Done with the white, and so it creates this raised and rigid, and it's over top the purple. So when she die cut it out, because my guess is a stamp and die cuts together, you can see that purple going all the way around, and it just creates this really, really pretty effect. It's really gorgeous. Pop that up, and then we have this rectangular stitched, double stitched in some places, double stitched. Here she did it as a long one, so you can change up your sentiments. You don't have to keep the same one. This one says, "May your season sparkle with some little purple snowflakes. Snowflake wishes for a Merry Christmas," and then just a really pretty kind of a embellished, and that's been popped up too. So stitched rectangle, and this one's got kind of an extra fun filigree edge, which I think is really pretty. So just a little bit something similar but different. Loads of fun. And her last one that she did is back to what I would call traditional Christmas colors, red and green. Super cute. So this is the last one from Made by Marsha Mom. And so she's got a green background paper. Then we have a red. This is a stitched die cut in rectangle. Then we have this really, really cute candy cane background paper that she's also die cut out of that stitched nested rectangle. And she's offset it at a couple of really cute candy canes. This is two separate candy canes that she's crossed over. And if you notice, she's kind of placed them in a little bit of a different location. Awesome. I love that. A little heart, or a little bow, sorry. And so it's a white background with a red stitch, so you get that candy cane look. We got some little gems on here. I think that's really super cute. That stitched scallop rectangle again, stamped Merry Christmas, and a little Santa hat. And the candy canes and the Santa hat all been popped up to really kind of give them that extra raise and that extra kind of fun. So adorable. All right, moving on, moving on. We got so many amazing cards. I love it, I love it. All right, this set of cards is, and I love it because it's hinting at Christmas, but it's not super Christmas, if that makes sense. This is something like if you're not a Christian and celebrating Christmas, but you want to get in the whole Christmas card vibe, or you just want to do something a little bit of a departure from your traditional Christmas, this is amazing. This one's from Georgia Perna. Sorry if I say it wrong. Perperna? I think it's close. So it's handmade by her. White cardstock base. Open it up and you can see that she's kind of poked a hole, and this is where that twine comes in. So she's wrapped it around a little bow and it gives a little extra something on the top. It's so pretty. A green base, and then here she's got a background base. Now this is done with distress oxides. So she actually left her information about how she made the card. Thank you so much for telling me this information. And she's gone from green into the red and back to green. And she did give specific colors. I read it and then I put it away, so I can't tell you the colors, but it's distress oxides. She's gone through, she's changed the colors. But before she did that, she actually heat embossed these series of hearts. So this is a stamp that was a series of hearts that she's heat embossed with white, and then she went in and she did the distress oxides as a blending on top of that. And then we have wishing you peace, love, and joy as a stamp, and then backed with the green, which is super, super cute. Love those. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are so amazing making your cards. Oh, you guys blow me away with all those beautiful cards. All right, so this is one. Oh, this has got a little fun something on the inside. This is from Carol Yates, and just look. Ta-da! I love ones. I love cards that you open them up and they got a little extra something on the inside. So may this season be blessed with true meaning of Christmas. And here we have the three kings with their gold, frankincense, and myrrh coming. And then we have this beautiful background. So here we have this die cut out. This is in black of the baby Jesus in the manger. We have a background paper here that has been, this has been heat embossed in Rejoice in white. So it's been heat embossed in white. She's distressed the background to look like it's all this before she put on this die cut piece. Added in some little dots here, and it looks like it's been done in like, it's not a stickle, it's not a perfect pearl. It's almost like she took a silver metallic marker and went dot, 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 dot all over it. A little glittery gem for that star that they followed, which is kind of what this symbolizes too. And then matted the whole thing on a black, and then put the whole thing on a white cardstock. Very, very pretty. Love this. All right. Gone a completely different route. She made 10 of those. Carol has done 30 cards total, and she did 10 of this, 10 of the Rejoice, and then 10 of the next card. So she did batches of 10, which is totally cool. I love that. This one we've gone with the word joy. So we have a blue cardstock base. Again, a little something extra on the inside. So she's got a white insert on the blue cardstock. Stamp some snowflakes and says, hoping the season builds heartwarming memories. So snowflakes in the corners. Fold it over. We've got, now what she's done is she's taken a blue, the same blue, and she's embossed it. And it's got those little tiny dots. Can you guys see that? There's little tiny dots right there. But it's a matte size down. So you can see that the matte is a little bit smaller. So it's just this hint of these raised dots going all the way around. Then we've got another smaller matte in black. And then another, the top layer is in white, which she has stamped this little snowman, colored him in, added some extra die cut snowflakes in blue, added in the J and the O. So the snowman is representing the O, or so J and the Y. The snowman is the O, so we have the word joy, and then a little ribbon. And you can see that they're just all a little bit different. So every time she colored them or she added the snowflakes in, they're all just a tiny bit different, but it's really, really pretty. And I love it. So pretty. And her last one is even more, like every single card she did was just a little bit different. So this is another example where it's an A2 size card, but it's just a different opening. So instead of it just being like this and open, she's folded it. And this is a fun fold card. And you guys, if you've watched any of my videos where I'm creating cards, I love these different folding and opening cards. They're so much fun. And she's got a moose on her card. The Canadian in me is going, yes, moose, love it. So here we have a brown cardstock base. It's been folded in half and then folded in half again. This is probably one of the easier fun fold cards because you could also turn it this way and your card opens this direction. And it just makes for something a little bit different as you're opening and closing the card. It's not your standard card. I just think they're so much fun because I could sit there and go, oh, I don't know why that's just so amusing to me, but it is. It's just fun. So on the back base here, she's got a mat. And so you can see the portion of the bottom of the card. And what she's done is she's added a mousse that has been die cut or electronically cut, popped up in the same brown as the background. We have this beautiful green color where it's been stamped in different generations. So if you first stamp in green and then you do a second stamp, it's going to be a little bit lighter. So it looks like it's further away because it's like in the distance. So she's got a whole bunch of these trees where they're generation stamps. And you can see on this card, she actually went generation 1, 2, 3. So it's even fainter, which I think is really pretty. And then she's taken like a stickle and gone shh, shh, and just kind of zigzagged. And then this one, she's done dots, which I think is cool. So it's just kind of a little bit different. So it looks like the trees are glistening with snow. Awesome. Same stamp color. Here we have, may the peace of hope, Christ's birth be with you throughout the years. Love it. Fold it down, and we've got the front of the card. She's got this whitewash wood, white wood, kind of like a birch wood, I guess, pattern paper. She's got these die cut from pine leaves, and then celebrate the season done in white, and then also done in this is a new color she's introducing. So we have this beautiful deep red, and my guess is she cut it, and I can just see like she's cut that background. So it's the same die. She's cut it and then just pulled it apart and stuck it. So it looks like it's matted, but it's really the same die. And it's a great fake out. I love that fake out. It's so awesome. Yeah, Z-fold cards are the greatest because it looks super complicated, but it's not. It's so easy. They're the greatest thing. And they're fun. All right. So I already showed you one card from Teresa Abel. Sorry. And here is another one. So this is another example where you can use pieces of paper, die cut them out. This one actually got a little bit of stamping on it. So we have a white cardstock base, pattern paper of holly, pattern paper of this red. And then we have tidings of comfort and joy. And I cannot tell if that has been die cut out or if that's been stamped. Either way, it doesn't matter. This could be from a sheet of paper that she's cut out, matted in green. It's all a square. A little candy cane, and it could be stamped and die cut, or it could be like an ephemera or ephemera. I still get that wrong. I don't know why. Popped up, ribbon here, and a couple little candy cane, little candy pieces there in the corner. So cute. All right, so here is another one that Teresa has done. Let me put them the correct way. I love the giant fishtail down the center of the card. So opening card, standard card, that beautiful background paper. Oops, let me get that little guy out of the way. I'll put this over here. It's starting to get really full. Giant fishtail out of a pattern paper, stamped Merry Christmas, stamped and die cut out, a little ribbon, and I think we might have lost a ribbon, so I will hunt and see if I can find that ribbon because I think it was supposed to be there. Sometimes in the mailing getting to me, as they're all layered, if it hasn't had time to dry or just with the shipping, sometimes they get loose, so I will do my best to find that ribbon and stick it back on. And then 3 beautiful gems on there. Super, super gorgeous. All right, this one's really cute. I love this one. So here is one where she's played around with the fact it says 2020 little envelope. So same stamp as the one previous. This one we have opening this way. She's taken, I think this is a stamp, but maybe she's done a series of dots. I can't tell. I think it's a stamp because the way it goes up, but this one she didn't do that. So you can kind of play around with it. It's got a pattern paper at the bottom. She's got a scallop. This is a glitter paper. Beautiful, beautiful glitter paper right here. Just that glittery. So gorgeous. So it's a scallop glitter, so it makes it look like it's a little envelope. She's got this tiny little envelope that she has created. Popped in, it looks like a little card that says 2020, and I believe either that's been hand drawn because they're just a tiny bit different. Kind of gone with her pen around the edge to make it look like it's got an edge. Folded it all over. Stamped the little snowflakes in here. This one she's added gems, and this one she's done the extra stitching. So really, really cute. And oh, we got a few more. We're almost there. This one's a great way to use up some of your fun pattern papers and one of those large stamps that you might have. So standard size card, A2 size card, beautiful green pattern paper, solid paper that matches. Washi tape, great way to use up your washi tape, guys. Let me tell you, ladies. So we have this glittery washi tape. We have a stamp of Happy Holidays that matches the paper, the little holly that's stamped to the side, and that's it. That's all you need. So pretty. Another one set of Teresa has done. All right, here we go. So here we go. So little stickers on the back. We have, so she's taken the same design, but changed up the colors. And I love traditional, but I love the non-traditional. I'm totally torn about which one's like, so really, truly, whatever you feel like making, if you want to change it up, go for it. So the traditional one she's taken, and I don't know if this is a splatter effect or this is a stamp that she's done, but either way, it's really pretty. So she might have covered it up and gone flick, flick, flick. This one she's done in red, this one in pink. This one's stamped directly on here, Warm Winter Wishes. This one is stamped in an oval, Joy to You from Me in green, and then die cut out and popped up. We have a banner here. This one is in that glitter washi tape. This one is in a, I think this is a stamp, but it may not be. It might be a pattern paper in this diagonal mint. Lots of fun fishtails in various colors that match. This one's in the colors that match with this card, and there's a little something extra that's hanging on to here. And then a little fun extra she's done with this card. She's got a little coffee cup, and then we have a little heart. So super cute. I love those. And so it's just showing you that you can really change up and do the same card, but if you change the color, change the stamp, you can have the same layout and it looks similar, but it's so very, very different, and it's lots of fun. All right, this one is so cool. So again, same card, but she's just changed up how it looks. And this is one that's got a peekaboo. I love these little cards that just are one of those, oh, that's different. Like, I love the cards that just are like, oh, well, that's different. So she's taken a card, an A2 size card. This one, she has stamped the background in Christmas trees and snowflakes and presents and all kinds of fun colors. She has cut out, so she placed her die, perfectly strategically placed this stitch die right here. Sorry, my kids are like standing right here going, Mom, are you done yet? No, I'm not done yet. I'm close. It's Sunday night and we're getting close to bedtime. We're not there yet, but we're close. So just be patient. I'll be there in a minute. My daughter's nodding me like, okay, okay. Do you want to say hi, Catherine? Hi. There she is. So she's placed the stitch square right here, popped that square out, and then she's done another stitch square that's the exact same one and like placed it in that empty nesting. So this is a nested, another stitch square, and the stitched part is right center dead in that square. I think it's pretty. And so then she's placed it as like a frame border around what's been die cut. So she's done that for both of these. Stamped Merry Christmas, cut that out, placed it inside of the interior square, and that's as hard as I get. So it's just all about placing these little nested squares, which I think is fun. This one, she's placed a background paper first before she die cut it out, so it would be perfectly aligned. So you can do a background paper, you can stamp your background. This one, she's added a couple of gems. So it's just kind of playing around with the concept, and it's really, really pretty. All right, this last one is so much fun. I think these are great. So this is one of those background papers that cuts out all these tiny little boxes, and I think they're so cool. So what she's done is she's die cut out in this dark green. It's on a white background paper, as you can see here. For some of her background, so she's done in the dark green. So the white you see here is actually the back of the card. So she's gone through in these negative spaces and she stamped the Christmas tree, the present, the Santa, the reindeer, the holly, the ornaments, the ho, ho, ho. Here's another holly. So she's done all those, but then on some of them, she's gone through and she's die cut out in a lighter green. And for some, she's just popped in the lighter green without having a color. Like there's nothing stamped on it. It's just the color. So I think that's really fun that she's just kind of played around with the colors and like had the two different colors and then still have some stamping and then have some gems. On this one, she's done a whole bunch. Every single one is stamped. If you can see a portion, except for this back, I think actually she did stamp in here. I just can't see it. But she's also stamped in the green negative spaces. So you can see joy and the wreath holly, or the wreath, the holly. And some of them she's colored in. Like here you can see this one's been colored in. She's added extra things like the little Rudolph nose. And then she's got Christmas wishes, which looks like it's been clipped and it's got two different colors and it's been just attached and popped up. So there's lots of these little kind of fun layered cards that have all these cool extra fun, the best way to describe it is layers. And so you can play around. And these background dies you can use with a lot of different seasons. It doesn't have to be just for Christmas. So if you put little bunnies in here, or if you put like pumpkins in there, it could be for Halloween or for Easter, or they could be birthday. Like this could totally present could be for birthday, and it could have a happy birthday sentiment on there, so you can really change up and have fun. So amazing, amazing cards from a ton of wonderful, wonderful card makers. If you are one of these card makers, thank you so much for being a part of my swap. If you would like to be a part of my, I'm just laying them all out, as many as I can fit into my space. If you are one of these card makers, thank you so much. If you'd like to be part of the swap, the link is from my Facebook group, is down below. You can make complicated cards. You can make simple cards. Handmade cards really, truly just mean that you have made something from the heart, and anything you hand make and give to somebody means that it's just that extra little bit of love that you've given them versus just going to a store and buying something. You have made it for them, and I think it just makes it that much more special. So here is just a few examples of some amazing cards that are from my card swap. This is my 2020 card swap. We'll be doing some more of these videos as I get more cards coming in. I mean, I can keep on layering. I mean, they're so amazing. And not only do I get inspiration for how to make cards, because this card with this extra little piece, it looks so cool because it looks so different. And then it just is an extra little bit. I love that. I'm totally going to use that idea. So having a card on a video is something, but having the card in your hand and going, oh, that's got texture, that's got raising, that's got a little something extra to it. You can actually see how that card was made and how much love and how much effort was put into that. It really does make a difference. And so if you were interested, please join. If you're just enjoying watching this video and seeing all these amazing creations, these wonderful ladies, and I have had men, so I'm not going to leave you out, and men have created in these card swaps, leave them a comment, give this video a thumbs up, give them a thumbs up. This is not me, this is all them. Give them a heart, give them some, yay, you did an awesome job, because some of these people don't have their own blogs or Instagram or YouTube channels to show off their amazing creations. So this is their way of, they send them to me and I put them up on video and tell them that they are absolutely, that card's upside down, so we're gonna flip it over. They're absolutely amazing. So wonderful, wonderful job. One of many videos. Thank you guys so much for joining. Still plenty of time to join my card swap. I would absolutely love, the more the merrier, especially nowadays with all of us being so far apart. This is one way that I hope I can help bring everybody together in the smallest way that but at least it's a way that I know how to reach everybody in my crafty world, in my card making world, that we can all kind of swap around and at least feel the love that we've put into our cards by sharing and seeing how much love everybody puts in their cards. So that's where I go with this, and that's why I love it. Thank you everybody for watching. Big thumbs up, big hearts to all these amazing card makers. My daughter's waving at me going, bye, say goodbye, Mom. Thank you. I need to talk to you. Are you gonna want to say goodbye? Say goodbye then. Bye. There she goes. All right. Thank you. I can't say thank you enough. Just get out there, just create, be amazing, stay safe, and I will see you guys again later. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye, everybody.